Beach FM kick-off sports breakfast show with HMC Kapiti, your local authorised Kia and Suzuki sales and service agent, and now your local AA Auto Centre. At HMC Kapiti, the journey just gets easier. Find out how easy online at hmckapiti.co.nz.
You're back on the Kick-Off Sports Breakfast Show on Beach FM 106.3. Well, some of you may be aware that the NFL is back. I am excited, and I know someone else that would be as well. So let's welcome back to the show from the New Zealand American Football Federation. It's Brendan McGurk. G'day, Brendan.
Hey, how you going, mate?
I'm good. How you been?
I'm good. It's been a long winter, but, football's back, so things are a bit brighter now.
It has been a long winter, my friend. Last time we talked was May. The world has just been utter craziness at the moment. But you guys have been busy. I've been taking notes, mate. I've been impressed.
Oh, good.
So I've got a few things I want to catch up with you about. The Madden Digital Tournament, how did that go?
That was actually surprisingly good. We had a really large influx of players, both on Xbox and PlayStation, and I think it was something ridiculous, like 64 odd PlayStation players and about 30 or 40 Xbox players, and it was a good tournament. And it was just a kind of a gauge on seeing, who plays football or Madden in New Zealand, and if it's something that was going to get, it was a pretty decent success. We'll probably do it again, but with a couple of subtle rule changes to, make it run a bit better next time. It was great.
Brilliant. Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of sports actually adapt to just keeping their community engaged, and I mean,
exactly.
It's just another way, and we've all got Madden at home, and if you say you don't, you're lying, because it's one of the greatest games. So that's one down. Next, another focus on women's participation in American football in New Zealand. You've appointed someone on the board to make sure that has got focus, and tip of the cap, mate.
We've kind of realised that there wasn't much of a representation of women in the sport, especially at high levels, not even at the national level, but even at regional levels. So we kind of just said, right, we're going to do it, get someone on secondum, and they can provide feedback and help us with engagement in women's playing American football. I mean, we're not expecting things to happen straight away, but it's definitely an insight into how we can engage them, and what we don't know what we don't know, and so we're hoping that it helps us out, and definitely at least push women into American football, especially in the flag space to start with, and we'll move it into contact, use it in momentum. Brilliant.
Well, taking initiating that focus is a great step, mate. So, well done there. Speaking of flag, hopefully you've got your flag nationals coming up in October. With everything going on, mate, how does someone actually organise a tournament or any sport at this time?
It's very beneficial, isn't it? So we couldn't, with everything going on and with player bases and things like that, we kind of had to move the tournament location from Wellington to Auckland.
Yep.
And again, that was more just ensuring that we had more teams and people could travel, and then with flight restrictions and things like that, it's a lot easier to fly to Auckland than it is to other parts of the country at the moment. We're still just working through, we got fields booked and things like that, but it's more a case of there's just uncertainty around the COVID level restrictions. So we're kind of, even though flag football's technically a non-contact sport, it's still contact in the sense, just like netball, you'd be contesting for a pass, or touch rugby, or you're still making contact with people. So we're kind of just watching it with close spaces, but we're working with people and ensuring it's just going to be safe and run efficiently.
Fantastic, mate. Speaking of officially, you've got your AGM coming up, and I know a lot of people that might love the sport from afar, but this is the time, really, that people can step up and put their name up and get involved and be a part of the growth of the sport.
Absolutely. So we've got our AGM soon. sorry, I don't know the exact date, so it's in my email waiting there for me. No, it's a great way it's going to be held, usually we hold it in together, but obviously with current restrictions we're moving to the digital format, so obviously everyone knows how to use a Zoom meeting. So it's a great way to just kind of see the state of the game currently, especially how it's progressed over the last 12 months and kind of where we want to see our future. It's also a great opportunity to have your say. We've put out a questionnaire that should be available on our website, kind of with what the region's targets and goals and what they want to see from the national game over the next 12 and 24 months, so we can plan with that with our strategic objectives. I do recommend that if you want to get involved in the game, head up your local club or head up your regional body. If there's one thing that we need more than anything, it's just more hands to help on. In a lot of these regions, it's maybe one or two people doing everything, and it's a full-time itself. So, and if there's something you're super passionate about, if it's design, if it's websites, if it's just talking to people, if it's coaching, if it's just engaging, if it's officiating, put your hand up and help, because you will not be turned away.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And when do you have to your season? I know we're coming to an end of rugby season. A lot of the boys I've known over the years have kept fit during in the pads during the summer. So when does the season look to start in New Zealand?
So officially it's already started. So in Wellington, Hawke's Bay, they're doing their flag football games. Nelson is starting soon with their flag football competitions and trainings. Canterbury has started pre-season, so they kind of introduce people and do musters, and helmets are going on this week. In Auckland, they're currently debating about what's happening because of the restrictions on play, because of equipment being available, and those restrictions, as well as the extending rugby seasons and downtime for fields being played. They may not play a season this year, and they may just go straight to flag, but that's being voted on very soon. Wellington, they're still doing flag. I'm not sure about the contact season. They're in a very similar situation to Auckland. But everywhere else is full swing.
Excellent. Awesome. Yeah. Lastly, mate, talking us full swing, NFL's finally arrived back. How are you excited about this season coming up?
I'm pretty excited. It's going to be completely different to what we've ever seen before. Obviously without the fans in the stadiums, or if there are fans, it's severely restricted. I think like the Chiefs usually hold about 60,000, and they're going to 20 or 16,000 for this game today. It'll be. I'm cautiously optimistic and happy about it. I'm more interested to see what's going to happen with college football, with a couple of the conferences not playing or opting out this season, which means there's getting more eyes on the ACC, the SEC, and I think the Pac-12 is the only other one that's playing. So, it's been a long winter, and I'm looking forward to watching some football. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I've got the Sky Go ready to go in the office already. Yeah, mate. Lastly, I got to ask: do you have a horse in the race? What's your team?
Right now, my NFL team.
Sorry, what was that?
What was the question, sorry, mate?
Do you have a horse in the race with the NFL? What's your team?
I'm always going to be a Patriot supporter. Brady's gone, but I've got to stick with him. I'll go Patriots. I'm hoping for more than 9 wins, but I trust in Cam.
Yeah, I'm a believer as well, mate, and I'm actually sitting here in my Patriots Brady jersey. So
nice.
I've worn multiple of these jerseys in the first day of the NFL, and may as well keep tradition going.
Keep the tradition. It's always been a season when you've worn that, so it's not changing anything.
Exactly, mate. It's been awesome catching up. Go well with everything coming up, and go Pats.
Great talking to you, mate.